front of them on that grand stage. AGAL with 5 eliminations, still holding strong, but core memory are not going to hold on for long. In fact, they are gone. EVOS finding another full wipeout, and now they have control.
AGAL needs to be finished off right here, right now, if EVOS wants to be the only team that activates Champion Rush through this match. And they'll have to depend on LOS right behind. But Dragons, the Saudi Arabian team, making a name for themselves once again. This is that team that has got ice cold stuff running through their veins in this hot freaking desert. Yasir taking 1 point back for the squad, and you just gotta love this, man. Everybody being tortured by the Habibis.
You ask them to punish AGAL, they go above and beyond.
Come on,
they punish Lost, they punish EVOS, everyone at the mercy of Dragon Esports, but EVOS survived. They make it through, losing 1 member in the process, but Dragons now find themselves in a pickle.
Dragons Esports, it does not get better than this. This is that Cinderella run. I don't even need to see them as champions. They are already champions with the way they're playing out there right now. Lost on the rotation. AGAL surviving with side far, but only till I said that F590 to the back puts it out of the race. And it's now EVOS up against Lost, up against the Dragons.
The Dragons Esports, they have high ground advantage, sure. But EVOS, they have the cover of the building. Riptide is going to take out that glue wall on the ledge. Dragons dropping down for full-on fight. EVOS can't just let this unfold. They don't need to be a part of this. They've already have control. Rigby takes out Simox. Lost also starting to lose body. General's going to knock down. Imgar joins the party as well. Takes out General. And Lost disengaged. They pull away. They don't want a direct confrontation with EVOS, but it is bound to happen.
Dragon finally down and out, but not out of our hearts, baby. EVOS up against Lost. Unbelievable quality. 17 eliminations. So close to activating the Champion Rush, and that has just fueled them up even further. But Sexy with those sexy shots. And 590 needs another connection. But Rasia in the CQC with the AWM. Unbelievable. He's still standing. Can he get a no-scope? He cannot. And it's Raone. And Brazil still has a reason to smile.
Lost gets their booyah, but EVOS Esports knows that all that effort that Lost put in is all for naught, because EVOS has put themselves in that position to win it all. They are the first and only team to unlock Champion Rush, and all they need is to win Solara.
And they put in the work to make sure AGAL does not get there. Condition number 1 was find 1 point, but they found 18 eliminations. Talk about some supremacy in the world of Free Fire. Indonesia, this is about to get crazy, y'all, as we head on into Solara for game number 6. The insane thing is, EVOS is one of the better teams on Solara, but here at EWC, not a single booyah at Solara yet. Could this be the game?
The championship booyah. Oh, what a dream on the map that they haven't even gotten the booyah yet. It all feels like it's lining up. The crowd, the Indonesian supporters, again, awaiting with bated breath. They've seen this before. It felt like the dream last year until it wasn't. And now they are back at it again. Deja vu is not even enough to describe that feeling in the stands. But here we are, EVOS 1 step away from that championship title, and to bring it back for Indonesia as the first team to win an Indonesian, an international tournament.
My God, after 6 years, and the secret is Russia, the Russia. He is the secret weapon of Indonesia, the secret weapon of EVOS Esports.
Dominating.
But we'll have to see at Solara whether that happens. A quick break and we get back.
Level up your gaming experience with over 8 billion playlists, only on Spotify, the official audio streaming partner for the 2025 Esports World Cup.
em cima da casa e tranca a subida. Não compensa, não compensa. Acho que não compensa aí.
Eu vou, relaxa.
Eles estão embaixo aí, esquerda sua, Rigby.
Calma.
Vai puxar no Rigby,
Olha aqui, tropa.
Tudo
Legal.
lá.
Boa. Finaliza ativa. Finaliza que ativa.
Boa, relaxa. Refúgio joga no shield.
Jogando suporte.
Eu comigo.
Boa, caralho. Tá miado, menos 100 com o Raoni.
O tiro. Boa.
Lost pick up their first booyah here for Champion Rush Day. But I think the more important news here is EVOS. We have our first team to unlock the win condition today. And unfortunately, there is no team in sight that is on their tail. Neptune and I looked at the numbers and the competition is now looking very stiff, very desperate. And now, all of a sudden, EVOS have put a big, bright red target on their face. This is going to be such a scary moment. Solara is going to be our next map. But welcome back to the panel, folks. We have a lot to break down because that map, that was supposed to be an opportunity for other teams to pick up points. Another team to grab the booyah. But EVOS, Rastia said he didn't care about points. What was that?
Was that necessary, some may say? It would have been even more ironic if they also achieved the booyah on top of it all. But look, they're still at the top of the standings for the match, coming up with a big 27. And I was nervous for them because at a certain point, when was EVOS even thinking about AGAL and been trying to grief them when it was the top 5 just to say, hey, you're going to need to play 3 maps instead of 2 to achieve your own champion point.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a good thing for EVOS Esports to really deny AGAL of getting that booyah or getting a lot more points, because right now they are only 4 points away in activating it. If they manage to clear a squad before being eliminated, like, there will be 2 of them in contention for that championship round. So we'll have to find out though if this is something that they can deny EVOS Divine, because a lot of teams are very close right now, if in case those following AG Global can grab a lot of points.
So an interesting discussion that we had, Neptune. I asked you the question is, has EVOS won Solara at EWC? And the answer to that is...
Nope. I mean, top 5 in that specific map, actually top 4th in that specific map, and still no booyahs from them. So it would be tough, but again, there's no need to rush to get a lot of elimination. They can just hide out, or they can just keep their distance. They have Rastia to spout out for any information. They also have the skills. They can use binoculars to be able to, like, just get information as they go into the next phase of the circle. And survivability, I guess they just need to get a page from the book of Dragon Esports.
Well, we do have the overall rankings ready, so let's have a look and see where everyone else is on the leaderboard and how far away they are from unlocking the win condition. Because sure, EVOS might have it unlocked now, but if they don't get the booyah next round, but a team gets enough points and they reach 80 points, all of a sudden you're going to have more teams in contestant. Gideon, just looking at the leaderboard here, okay, I want to pick your brain. Look at the teams. It doesn't have to be the next one in line. Who do you think is very likely to be the next team to break into that 80-point mark?
Ooh, breaking into the 80-point mark, I mean... This one's a little tough, right? Because we're keeping in mind that the next map is going to be Solara. For me personally, I think it really just comes down to whether or not, like, Movie Stars R7, Lost, and as well as Pain Gaming can actually make the play, because I feel like everybody else is a little too far away to reach it. They're definitely going to need at least 2 maps to actually get somewhere close. One of the maps almost guaranteed to need at least 20 points to get even remotely close. And I think that's a scary thing right now, because the contention, the race for that championship really boils down to AGAL and as well as EVOS Divine, unless they whiff the next 4 maps, which seems highly unlikely. But at the same time, this is Free Fire, right? RNG might not be on your side.
Another team that I think that we need to keep our eyes really open, it's for RRQ, because they ended the FFWS Global Finals in Brazil at the 2nd spot, and they we saw in the interview from Abai that he just said that they are kind of chasing for a revenge, you know. So I mean, maybe they can be able to do the points and try to get the booyah, you know. They are also Indonesian team. So, I mean, I think I can feel the Indonesian teams, they are more, I don't know, comfortable doing this type of format, you know, of Champion Rush.
All right, thank you so much, panelists. I'm getting a very important update here from Yoon Sul. We're going to do the STC Club Championship update right now to see what has happened on the League of Legends stage.
It's Yoon live at STC Esports Arena, and welcome to League of Legends. The stage between Gen.G and AGL has ended, and yes, as you can see, our champion is Gen.G, and of course, in our club championship, Gen.G only got 800 points, but since this champion has brought them over the 1,000 points, and right now they are at 1,800 points, which claiming the first top spot at our club championship. What an amazing thing, and how such great esports is, right everyone?
Big congratulations to Gen.G on clinching the title here. I think a lot of people... okay, to be fair, there was a lot of T1 supporters, but AGAL, they closed the book on that story, opening up the door to Gen.G.
I mean... I honestly feel bad for them. That's 2 international tournaments within a week, getting second place, not getting a championship. But is this foreshadowing for what is to happen here in Free Fire?
Maybe. Speaking of foreshadowing, I have been told that we are ready to jump into Solara Survivors. We are ready for our next game. We'll have to see if we're going to crown a champion after this, or if it's going to be another matchup. AJ and Husky, take it away to Solara.
Thank you very much, Danny. This is an insane moment here at Free Fire at the Esports World Cup 2025. Only one team has activated the champion rush condition. That team hails from Indonesia, the one and only EVOS Esports, here to make history for their whole nation, and Russia, the wonder kid for the Cinderella run we have all been waiting to see from Southeast Asia. But can that be done? Will there be any spoilers? Because this is the newest map, and I don't think EVOS is the best team here just yet. In fact, they don't have a single booyah on Solara yet, just yet.
And that's what would make this story even sweeter if they win it right here. They will quell all the doubts. They will finally quench the thirst for the trophy. And to add on to that even more, the magnitude of it. Never gotten a booyah on Solara, this could be it. But this is also map number 6. And if you follow old format, map number 6 is the last map of any grand finals.
Oh yeah.
And here they are again at the doorstep. Literally, you could see the door ajar. You could reach out for the trophy. And all they need is one more win. Easier said than done. They couldn't close it last year, but they sure as heck are closer this year than they did.
And it's unbelievable that teams like Falcon, Fluxo, nowhere close to activating this champion rush condition, let alone win this whole thing. They'll need something beyond a miracle to make something happen out there. AGAL though, 4 points away from activation. That should not be too tough, but in order to still stand a chance, they need to hunt for some heads of these white tigers.
Best case scenario is if they wipe out EVOS, that's for sure, but they were too far away to make that happen. In fact, AGL is on the complete opposite of the horizon at Aquarium. But I would say AGL also has a pretty interesting storyline. It goes all the way back to Dew. He is the heart and soul of the teams that he were in, Nigma Galaxy, eventually, EXP Esports, and now AGAL. What a sweet moment it would be for him to lift that trophy, but that would take at least 2 rounds. Starts with this and then ends the next, where we get that random map, the rotation reset it. But then again, BRU on the horizon. This could be what sets off the chain reaction for EVOS. Ray catching fire first, but it seems like they are willing to take on the fight. Moshi is ready, but so is Ray with the VSS.
Absolutely. Moshi, RGS 50, one more. Doesn't tag him off the second shot.
Moshi is behind.
Chill with the spoiler, XM8, powerful enough to take down a player at this point of time. And Moshi is the one that's going to be a tad bit annoying, so he's going to be great number 1 that Kochil aims for. But he instantly backs away as Jonas shows up from the back. M590, double connection. Kochil in trouble. Riptide Rhythm assistance and get high. Sprays him down, but AimGod will find Jonah.
Oh no.
Put the pause on to put it up.
This is not good for Buriram. if EVOS wins this, not only they pull ahead and put BRU behind, but also they free up the entire southern side of the western side of the map. AJ, Get High is no more, Buriram is out. You look at the radar, there is only one team that takes over the entire western side of Solara, and once more is EVOS in the best possible spot to win.
Indonesia, how am I not hearing you make some noise there at the Kidia Arena? Y'all gotta turn it up, man. EVOS is on a whole other level right now.
Cannot believe that this is it, but for Falcons, they better make this round count. They better make sure that by hook or by crook it's not EVOS. Same goes out to the other 10 teams. If Falcons will make the first move, they're done with loss. Being the team that sets them back, they take the fight straight to the Brazilian champs.
Do they get this as On Fire fails the first approach? 3 players down on the ground. Limit the only one left in this equation. And Lost turning the tables onto Falcons, the reigning champions of Free Fire from EWC 24. The performance here is pretty similar to what they did at the Southeast Asian Finals, Husky.
Yep.
But I'm a tad bit surprised because they started off the knockout phase as if they are the true champions.
And how do you want better? We've already set EVO's storyline up to be so impressive, almost like a magical fairy tale. But what if it's them and Falcons in the final circle again? That would be insane. But right now, Dragon Esports, they gotta somehow survive Movie Star R7, and the fight's pretty even. Seafox and Yasir putting up some numbers. Seafox obviously down on the ground, but he's not out just yet. His teammates keeping him in the game, or at least keeping him protected. The revive is gonna come to in just a little bit. DRG once more holds back the ties of the Latam representative, and Hacks left alone in the building. Yasir taking contact first, but makes it out of that. AGL on the horizon. This could be the 4 points that puts them in champion rush condition.
And they pull this one away though. Up against Dragons from EMEA, Saudi Arabia. They have represented the nation well thus far. They could just play spoilers in the world of AGL, but on the replay, we see exactly how AimGod brought this to an end. With the triple taking out Buriram, taking out their hopes of getting anywhere close to that point rush, so that champion rush condition.
Everyone except for Rasya. Popped enough in the face of BRU. Rasya is locked in, he's so close. His first championship in his first year. I cannot believe how that...
On the debut,
EWC.
to become the world champion at the age of 16, and to not just get there accidentally, to be one of the MVPs time and time again. My goodness me, this kid is something else.
Nice try, Games King. You gotta be faster with that wind up on the uppercut. Because clearly, that was a punish. Games King goes down, Haoning gets brought back, Lost stays in the game. Again, there's a world. I mean, we get a Falcons EVOS final circle and EVOS ended it just like that. I don't think there's a script I could have came up that could match what we already have in store, potentially in store. Look at this map. How could you not root for EVOS?
It's
like, you can't plan this.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
It is just ridiculous at this point of time. They are all in the clear. Everybody else just focused here towards the southwestern side. Fluxo outside the circle. Wow. But they are about to meet a world of Pain because for some reason, Pain rotating in towards Bayside. This is just not looking good for Brazil.
This is incredible. That rotation through the grind rails, EVOS will make it closer to Eco Drain, but most crucial of all, they would end up coming in from the southern side of the circle. It's another free passage. You call it luck, I call it just efforts to do research. This rotation, I don't think we've seen it in previous rounds, and that's what's mind-boggling.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely the Indonesians just doing their homework during the knockout stage as well as point rush. And clearly they've done it really, really well. EVOS hunting for the circle into Eco Drain, which provides a lot of cover. Pain Gaming, on the other hand, does not make their full rotation towards Bayside. Changing their minds, cutting in towards the circle. As soon as the zone revealed itself to them. Dragons up against Vitality. FGL to the wall. That's just a teaser. AGAL, core memory. This is a party. RRQ. This is just pure insanity waiting to unfold, Husky.
He was smiling upon the stars right now. We did see RQ having one of their members knocked down by AGAL, but no confirmation on that. So AGAL is still sitting at a total of 77 points if we include the elimination that they got earlier. 3 points away from unlocking Champion Rush, but again, they need at least, they need one more round, that's the bare minimum, but EVOS, they could end it right here, right now. That grind reel, EVOS, they're not going to make the full trip, are they?
No, they are, because they just scanned out the area with the binoculars, grind rails, straight in towards the petrol bunk, and this is just, yet again, another clear area for them. Everybody else just avoiding the action that EVOS can bring to the table, and this is just the championship awaiting EVOS. And they've got the loot, they've got everything.
Oh no.
Got the money and now deeper into the circle, but this is where it starts to get a tad bit risky for the only team that has activated the Champion Rush condition.
They haven't overstepped just yet. I think their presence not yet detected unless someone uses the binoculars on the southwestern side of Casa Vista, but I would say it's been quite a while since we've seen Free Fire as clean as this and as consistent as this. Very few teams have been able to show that in a grand final setting when the stakes are this high. BRU, Fluxo to name a few, E-Arena, Nigma Galaxy. But from Indonesian, RRQ is probably our closest second choice. And EVOS doing it 2 years in a row, AJ.
Yeah, man.
This was a team we wrote off 3 years ago.
Yeah, absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. And Indonesia rising up to the occasion. And obviously, you have to credit that to the fact that they get to be in the Southeast Asian server, playing up against Buriram time and time again. These mad monsters from Thailand, torturing Indonesia for years, and they didn't back down.
No.
They just used all of that torture. Every single stone that Thailand threw up against Indonesia, they put it on the ground. They used it as a stepping stone to climb up higher and higher. And it will be insane if this comes to an end right here, right now. The circle read is just perfect from all these squads, including EVOS, who once again has a clear area around them.
The only thing that could throw that off the winning trajectory is the fact that we still have 11 squads. Maybe the chaos is what's going to stop EVOS, but nothing is going to stop Lost from trying to get past R7. A tough fight, UAV sent out earlier on, and R7 has plenty of cover and resource to work with. Couple of buildings behind them. Lost making a long rotation to the southern side. If you avoid R7 right now, AGAL awaits, and that is the team that is hungry for points.
I have a feeling this competition is going to end right here, right now. Because pandemonium about to ensue as Lost finds R7. Revenge is sweet, baby, they say as they take those shots. Putting down two of your players, especially Della down on the ground, looking for the elimination, instantaneously hacks out, Games King straight down. The only one is Joker. And he ain't laughing at this point.
AGL bagging 2 more eliminations. Ever so close to that Champion Rush condition. If 2 more teams get wiped out, AGL is guaranteed to have a shot if EVOS don't win this round. And Movie Star R7, they don't really got much time left. The rest of the teams, they sure as heck have a chance. Once more, only 2 teams are safe. EVOS and Falcons, but even for Falcons, feels a bit uncertain coming in from the northern side of TV Tower. Joker take that shot, Nando 9 goes down.
Beautiful by Joker, but that's just 1 extra point. But that does slow down the rotation of Lost.
Someone scanned out Falcons, and I'm willing to bet it was EVOS. If that was their scan, it would be an unbelievable game sense. Presence of mind.
Because they obviously see all of the movement around the right-hand side of the map.
Yep. That was the only angle they needed to cover.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And now, Falcon's not waiting. You want to scan us out? We're going to hunt you down, Tigers. Flying straight in towards EVOS.
This could be it.
But nobody shoots them out of the skies just yet.
Limiters left behind, but those utilities, they are not going to make it easy for Falcons. If EVOS clears them out, it would be a disaster We will not see that dream rematch.
Oh, what
But for
a split
EVOS,
flip.
it's a dream. They are going to split Falcons.
Oi!
Peter already knocked down. Peter does get Ray. Maybe there's sort of recovery, Kochu. Good trade, but it comes down to the wire. Aim God and Rasia still up. Ray also recovered. They only lost Kochu in the process. EVOS having control.
Here comes the world of pain. Brazil looking to stop EVOS right here, right now. They've got the numbers advantage. Falcons just could not put in enough of a challenge. Perhaps it would have been a different story if Limit had followed the rest of his brothers to take the fight up against EVOS. Maybe then the numbers would have been equal.
And play spoilers, Luo melted multiple, thrown out by Ray. And now this is survival mode. EVOS making it out is not going to be easy unless a separate team sees Pain Gaming, which they truly understand. And the stairwell! Ray gets the Rasha actually gets hit in the face. Ray ends up going down. Rasha is back up though. Pain Gaming making it harder for EVOS. And this is the scenario that AGAL wants. And for EVOS, Aimbot, Yoska, first right to Aimbot.
Kidding me?
A potential hero play that didn't end up in vain. Rasha goes in, and it's him against Peter. There is a world that Rasha could make this work. It's going to start off by confirming the eliminations. Pain Gaming somehow still ends up in a 1v1. The War Melton's going to come into effect. Peter backs off.
Unbelievable play from the Wonder Kid. Not only does he save his squad, picks up Aim God, but runs down the players of Pain into the ground 6 feet under with the M590. And leaving Peter to dry out there. Rasia turns around, Aim God still alive and kicking, can make a difference here. Peter desperately trying to put an end to it, and he does.
Oh, EVOS. They gotta play one more round. The fans so close. That dream slipped away just but a little bit. But for AGAL, that dream is one step closer to realization. Pain Gaming unwillingly saving the Thai squad. Even though AGAL was eliminated, they have done more than enough. Just 80 points right on the dot. And now the playing field is open. RRQ against Vitality on one side. And you got Dragon Esports waiting.
RRQ needs massive points here. In terms of eliminations, they don't need a lot if they can pull away the Booyah. But on their left-hand side, Fluxo desperately trying to get in. Their own blue wall standing in their way, and now RRQ disabled by that A124. Peter, the one that wrecked the hopes of EVOS, fighting the Booyah. Under pressure, but masterful play, saving the whole competition from ending prematurely.
Definitely causing Falcons elimination in the process as Vitality mops the floor with the remains of core memory, bringing them down to just one Zen seed. Really nothing much that he could do. Vitality 4 men strong. They still need to move towards the circle, and Fluxo for once has control. For once, Fluxo makes it to the end game.
Goods with the grows up. RRQ still looking for that Booyah. They should be able to get this done. They need 5 eliminations in hand as well as the Booyah to place a huge smile on their face and then later spoil the plays of their little buddies, EVOS Esports. Fluxo on the cleanup. And they want to prove that they are still the better Brazilian team, but it's going to be a high climb as they are at the bottom of this mountain.
At least they won't be last by the end of this, hopefully, with core memory that really showed up during Point Rush, but it's a no-show in the grand finals. 5 teams remain. Vitality have a good shot at this. EVOS gets knocked down, and Kyung will turn the corner for number 2 with the help of Jinx. Dragon Esports not standing a chance, and Vitality showing that this marathon is not ending yet.
Not yet for sure. 2 more players on the side of RRQ to activate Champion Rush seems to be impossible at this point of time, as it is Dragons that makes it even more difficult. Leaving a Bay all alone for the Indonesian squad. Vitality alive and kicking, the kings of this map. Not here at the Esports World Cup though.
Definitely not. Solara will not be the finishing line. We go again. Bob's taking out Peter. Pain Gaming out in 5. Only one team has a full squad, and that's Vitality, sitting right in the middle of the safe zone. Final circle threatens to close in. Dragon Esports still has one lone survivor, yes, but it's Fluxo that has a chance.
I mean, again, Dragons, what an unbelievable run here at the Esports World Cup.
pure survival.
Pure survival, and that's what battle royales are all about. They got to sharpen up their capabilities in terms of taking away these eliminations though. But I sure as hell can bet we will see more from this squad in the years to come. Vitality, Bob, split blitz, 3 of those nades finding the connections, and Bob's barricading himself in a maze of glue walls. Pushes in, comes in for the save, but he gets sprayed down. Koja fires Vitality, running this final circle. Gio left standing just for this moment. 57 HP left on him, and Vitality makes quick work of that as well.
And the only thing left is to clean up the pieces, and that's Yasir from Dragon Esports. And Vitality knows that they've gotten this round in the bag. Finally, some signs of life from this team. We've been doubting them, we've been questioning them, but at least this Booyah is going to give us one more round to play. Indonesian fans, they were not able to lean on EVOS to lift the trophy, but they can still lean on Team Vitality as one of the other representatives to give us another round.
Yeah, no wonder we